let's get started. Let's play some Traveler. So this is the 7th session, the 28th of December, day 121. We are back on Hargrave after chastising Asheref's nephew, Andre, and his crew on the Lowport. You were turning his ill-gotten gains from the stamp collection heist. You recovered the money, and you've been diligent in working and returning the money to the university and getting him back in good graces. Would any of you suspect that in that time his crewmates may have made a fake honeypot university website for you to donate the money to, and you would have suspected something like this, and you would have avoided it, and maybe insisting on giving the money in person or something like this, or not?
Well, yeah. If you're gonna bribe someone, you have to do it in person,
right? Okay.
Like, yeah, this was not just like an anonymous This is not like an anonymous donation. This is like sitting down with the dean and being like, I know he got kicked out, but here's a pile of money.
Yeah.
He didn't get kicked out, right?
So, well, I guess what I'm saying is, like, were you sure that you met with the dean? Like, did everything cross paths? So it sounds like yes. So the answer here is we're gonna do a roll off, but you're gonna be clear eyed here, and they're not gonna have any sort of like advantage or anything like this. Okay. So my guess is that this probably be investigate education.
Also, why did his criminal accomplices want to help?
Because this is part of it. He was supposed to pay him from this money, right?
We were only donating his portion.
Oh, I thought you were donating the whole mill.
No. Oh,
so his profit. You're donating his pros. Oh, okay. You're donating his profit. Okay. No, that makes more sense now. Okay.
Yeah, we're not fucking anyone over. It's just he's not going to. He's the only one who's not going to benefit from the heist.
Perfect.
His benefit is getting fucking back into school.
That was the impetus for why I thought we needed to continue on that, was that there was going to be... Okay, you're not ruffling any feathers. Perfect. Okay, never mind. All right, then we don't have to worry about that profitability. But we do have to have our meeting with the TAS about your quarterly reports.
Mm-hmm.
So in addition to... So we did reveal the... bank erroring out the administration errors and stuff like that, but you just got to report here. I think the problem here is that like you're it's kind of like the DMV where you're kind of stuck waiting on their schedule to like get a call in here. So if you don't want to do a roll or anything like that, we can just say it will take a week. Basically just have to scrap a week of time. Alternatively, we can say some kind of check here to make this expedited. Or maybe even like an advocate or some kind of role to be like, subsection clause C says, in the, sub 90 days, we can waive this one or something like that and just argue and be on our way. You do know that you're not in danger of your rates changing or anything like that. I think the worst thing that could possibly happen, and you really have to like screw these rolls over, would be that you would get a observer, which means basically a dedicated caseworker following you. Either on the ship or like close by, that you're reporting in for our quarter.
As to the first part of time, I don't mind taking time, because we can use that week to see if we can get passengers.
Totally.
Yeah. We got lots of stops along the way, so
your hold's empty, right? No. You filled up.
I mean, we're full of
you got the other linens.
Textiles to go to Humvee,
right?
And
Crawford, right?
And we could probably see if we could sell it here instead, because I mean,
buy other ones or other things?
No, we probably don't want to. The profit margin is awful if we do.
Yeah.
We'd make like $30,000, and we're 500,000 in the hole, so we need bigger profit margins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we're cool with just spending a week then. So we got birthing fees.
Yeah.
Cool. Don't forget, you're also going to be doing, let me know if you're doing fuel and life support re-ups here as well. I kind of always assume you're going to be, but...
life support is rolled into running costs.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So fuel's the only one we need to kind of take it a
fuel step.
case by case, and we could do a fuel scoop on
You
our
can-
way out, I think.
Yeah, you can do that instead of buying it, for sure. But we can look for passengers.
We're also stopping at like Crawford, Bradley, Stryker, and Abrams. So if we don't want to like, someone's not going to go the full 16 or whatever 13 parsecs, we could always be like, oh, we'll drop you off in Bradley.
Oh, actually, hold on. It's parsec of destination past the first, so it's actually skip 1. You'll be jump 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's minus 12. So you actually would have 4, and a 4 dice would be a 2 dice passenger to Humvee. So you're still basically the same. If you went to Bradley, it's still a shorter distance. Skip 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's actually 3 dice of passengers to Bradley.
Okay.
So it's the average. I mean, average of 2 dice is 7.
Yeah.
Which almost gets us up a full hold. And so the reason, well, it doesn't matter. Both of them are going to be over 6 parsecs, and that's the moneymaker. Each ticket is going to be like 55,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm fine with either of those options.
Yeah, you figured it out. That the trick is to take long haul passages, go fast. But with these people, yeah, that's how you make your money. Okay. Would someone like to roll? Are we going? So then, my only question for you then is, as the savvy crew of the Guy's Folly, are you going to aim to get passengers to Bradley, which would give you 3 dice, or do you want passengers but then have to figure out what you're going to do in the Armour Belt, or do you want passengers directly to Humvee, all one and done, but rolling at 2 dice?
You know what? Maybe the consideration is we stop in Bradley because we as players haven't seen Bradley yet.
Fair.
I mean, we could refuel there. There's other stuff we can.
Yeah, let's do Bradley. Let's do Bradley.
Yeah,
the naval port, B-class starport. It's a desert world with basically no water, at all, but it's fine.
Ooh, dune.
Yeah, my dune. All right, cool. Bradley. Jim, how about you roll a 3 dice for us? See how many passengers want to come along.
Let's see.
Yo, 16. The money. Okay.
Damn.
Right.
We can only take 10 of them, but that
maybe,
right there is...
Yeah. You know what it might be? If I want to flavor it, I think it might be folks returning who are from the Armour Belt wanting to come back. Maybe for like Religion Day, which is like, in 2 months or 3 months, 60 something days from now. Maybe without work, 1 week, 2 weeks, 3. Yeah, that's plenty. That's plenty of time for them to get going down there in time for the holidays. So yeah, cool. So there's, not to say these people are all like religious people coming. It's just like, it's like traveling for the holidays, right? It's like any odd people are going back home for the time.
Cool.
Cool.
Low passengers.
Are you doing low passengers? I thought you're not doing them anymore because of the You're just not doing the lottery.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
And so long as we have my wife aboard, remember, she can auto pass the do they die check.
I think they can.
Right.
I think there's still a 1 in 36 chance of rolling snake eyes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fine.
I would say, so part of me, I want to say that I like that you're making this moral choice to not do it, to not do the lottery, but I think the lottery isn't necessarily just for you, it's for the passengers. And like, they kind of want that kind of raffle payoff. So I do want to know what what do you tell the low passengers before you hit the the freeze dry function on the on the report? Oh, by the way, I think you have to roll. You roll again for low passengers though, but I think you just add 1 to this, whatever the number is. For broker, carouse, or streetwise, just roll this and then add 1 extra, so it'd be like +8 to whatever you roll. Oh, +8 minus the other number. Oh, Jesus. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we're good. We're gonna be able to fill up.
Yeah, we can just say you can fill up. But I'm not going to let you off the hook here. What do you tell the passengers why there will not be a lottery?
It's against my religion.
Okay. As previously stipulated, these guys are from the Armour Belt and they have their own religious thing, so they can understand that. Okay. What a weird captain, but okay.
Looking at the numbers, I think if we make it to Bradley, there's a good chance we clear almost all of our debt.
Yeah.
Because it's going to take more than a month, so we're going to hit running costs, and that's going to eat about 200,000 of it. But we're looking at about 12,000 just in passenger fees. If we end up being able to offload our textiles, which I don't think is likely, but if we are able to do that, then that's a helpful one.
Totally.
Yeah, there's no guarantee that they even pick it up. It's
yeah.
Bradley doesn't automatically have or want textiles, so that would have to be a random roll. Then we can, looking at it.
Cool.
1, 2, 3, 4. It's a 5 parsec trip from Bradley to Humvee, so that's another big ticket. I think we can, by the time we get to Humvee, I think we can unfuck our finances, is my point.
That's what I'm hoping, yeah, because especially once we get to Bradley, because if we need to, we can take on passengers in Bradley. If we can't offload the cargo, Striker's right, only a parsec jump away. And it's on our route as well. So it's like, multiple places to like offload cargo if it seems favorable, pick up new stuff.
Yeah. Only reason we're more likely to get a better price in Humvee, but thankfully, the market isn't so big or small that we won't be able to upload it all.
No, I would imagine not. Cool. No ship encounters or anything like that as well here at the starport. Nothing else to report on that regard. But while we're spending their downtime, there is some other things to report. Okay, so in the news of Hargrave, there is the new registrar. If you remember from many sessions ago, there was some kind of like funereal thing, and there was like this like waiting period for the new registrar guy, the new basically baron to like to come in. Well, he is here, and the first things he's done has initiated a delay of what's called the cycle shift. And if you allow me to indulge you for a second, I think there's something about the way, because this is run by Imperium, I like the idea that rather than land being static, I feel like the Imperium has divvied up this world to and like told that the families control this world, but you don't control the land. The Imperium does, and so every so often there's like a cycle where all the families have to reshuffle around to the different parts of the world, as a way to like make sure they don't become too powerful or whatever. So like you have to like move around. So he's delaying that, and half the council is with him, so it's going to pass. And so that's kind of in the news. Also in the news, the Orion Confederated Mega Freighter. So this is a ship. This is like a 10,000 ton. Cannot be made again today. Is missing. The Corellin Lorethian is missing. Misjumped.
Interesting.
Yes.
Ooh. So missing, not confirmed destroyed or nothing.
Correct. But is confirmed it is jumped and has not appeared and has missed its scheduled dates. So that's a big deal.
Okay.
All right. And contrary to anything I said before about B-class starports, they can make ships, but they can only make ships up to like 500 tons. Or like, so like they can make shuttles, they can make your ships and stuff like that. They can make 400 ton subsidized vessels, but like, they're not making cruisers, they're not making battleships, of like 5,000 tons, or like these.
They're not making the proper big freighters. Yeah.
Big. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So,
which makes sense why there's a market for people like us.
Yeah.
Right.
So
just like system boats, basically.
Exactly. They're basically and little puddle jumpers around.
Yeah.
So that's going on as well. Then thirdly, Hamilton. I know you don't really always check your email, but your inbox has several emails by the same ICWB posts. So this is your union. They are call to actioning you for monetary support urgently. There's a drastic situation ongoing at one of the scrapping stations called Norton out here. And you may have even worked at Norton. But there's a work stoppage has been called, and the company, the contracted company Pure, is ceasing resupply during this holdout. Something to do with some deaths of station personnel and productivity targets not being met. 500 credits would be the proper donation amount for you to fight the good fight.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see.
Yeah.
Is this here on Hargrave?
Well, in the belt of Hargrave, yes.
I see. Yeah.
Yeah. So you've done time out.
I've got some. I'm flush with. Yeah, I'm flush with the cash. I'll donate 1,000.
Nice. Cool. You get a good email, and you'll continue to get a bunch of emails about the progress of this.
Yeah, he'll ignore them.
Yeah, sure.
Just read the We're just reading the subject line,
Mm-hmm. Right. Now, you would know that, like, Norton Station, it's one of those, like, it's like basically a floating space station for decommissioning ships and breaking them down and stuff like that. Basically a space scrapyard. It's almost like a ship itself that kind of just goes around and then sends off the other ships to cut them up, and slice them out.
Yep.
So yeah, like they don't have, they require resupplying to live. So yeah, by Pure doing that, and that women and children and families live there too, right? It's not just like only workers. It's it's a long time. It's a long deal out there. So like you just spend families are on that station. Cool.
Happy to help.
Yeah. Cool. Yep. They're happy to take your money. Thank you for fighting the good fight. What about Ashraf or the rest of the crew? I think Finn would probably donate some money too.
Okay.
Ashraf is going to look at his finances first
and see the glaring minus 500 million, 500,000 credits, and be like, "Can you donate? Can you spare 500 credits?
I have
for the workers of the world to unite."
Yeah, Ashraf is going to have to be like, I genuinely can't because I'm already going to have to short you guys, like salaries this coming month. Like I'm wiping out my personal here. Dr. Ashraf can.
Yeah.
I think she's got. Jesus, she's got some money. No, she doesn't, because she spent it all.
No,
and she only just got it back.
Yeah, I mean, you can always go ask Daddy. Her parents would be good for the money, being the nobles that they are.
No,
and like you're on your home world, so. But I think, yeah, I think like we have a week. Like she might just get curious about this in general, about what the hell's going on. Because like what? Some the news is saying that they were murdered. Like there were murders on the station. They weren't just like accidental deaths that have caused the stuff. But obviously news is tough when there's a blockade and hold out and
workers died, or the corporate.
Whatever sells the most newspapers. So probably corporate.
I gotcha.
Okay, ready. So are we going to go refuel and get out of here after we're going to say 2 weeks is gone? Cool. Yeah, so no checks needed for that extra week so you got your passengers week long for that part, and then we got the week of the TAS. So anything, you're cleared of any wrongdoing about any administration stuff officially. Not saying you ever were anyways, and you don't require an auditor or anything like that, although they are kind of wondering how you're going to be profitable. But you show them this business plan already about going to the belt and as your sort of way, and they're like, okay, that should be okay. Good luck.
I'm sure these kinds of financial things happen all the time, given that money hasn't like the whole thing in the trade thing. Like you have to wait for your money to arrive, or sometimes you have to send it ahead of you.
Yeah,
I'm sure there's all kinds of.
Oh my god!
Yeah, it's like to have to balance a checkbook.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying that you're not in any like super danger right here. I would say like if you would have like done something strange and like not done this or anything like that, you might have been assigned somebody, something like this. But because you're just following along, you're fine. Like like when you're like 20 million in the hole or something like that, there might be like what's going on, right? But you're okay. Yeah. You're okay here. So we're gonna refuel.
Refuel.
Nice.
That's a piloting role.
Oh, I shouldn't. I would be remiss to not mention it as well. The patrol ship sent to investigate that station. You certainly know the name of it, Ashraf.
Wait, what?
It's yours. It's your old one. The Inspired Nafs.
Ooh.
That's the ship. Shit. Yep. That's like you probably saw that in the news, as that's the ship they sent over. Like, oh, patrol corvette, what's that one? And then they went over, yeah. So.
Oh, then I'm gonna reach out, see if any of the old crew want to give me hot goss on what's going on there.
Yeah.
In fact, that's what I say instead. Be like, oh, do you want to donate 1,000 credits to somebody? Oh, I could talk to my old crew member. Actually, yeah.
Yeah. Right. All right. You can filter stuff through that way. I do need to get a roll to see how this will go. Carouse, I suppose, and because you're carousing with your own social strata, no malices or anything here.
Cool. Yeah.
Beep, beep.
I might have been glossing over the circumstances of our last conversation. I think they were called as a witness.
Yeah. Yeah, there might also be like operational security things involved with contacting stuff. So maybe like they're in a blackout situation. So you're getting like a standard blackout message.
Yeah.
But you would know that your ship would probably is capable of carrying Marines. Not many, like a squad.
Yeah.
So like you probably you can suspect that the guns in the squad are just to make sure nothing crazy happens. But like, you know, if the crazy did happen, the Marines would be dropping down there, and they will probably solve whatever problem there is.
Yeah. Okay. This feels like something we could try and get involved with, but we don't know what we'd be getting involved with.
True. Yeah, listen, as a GM, yes, it's there, but I'm also I'm trying out the hey, there's no real good hook for you like to get in. Like this is just something going on. Related to
we'd have to be real busy bodies, I think.
Yeah. No longer is it like so and so is handing you money to do a job.
Yeah.
This is a
I think we can afford to be busybodies when we're not in the whole 500,000 credits. I think that's the way.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Okay. No pressure to refuel and stuff like that. Let's just say it's a whole day, because I think the maximum amount of time you can roll is a couple hours. And then it's a couple hours to get out to the system, like in terms of your M drive stuff. So we just say it's a whole day to refuel and call it.
Okay.
Cool. Okay. So we're jumping out of here day. So we started on 121. 14 days later we took off. So that would be 135. So today's 136 when we hit jump space.
Okay.
Inshallah. Are we going to Crawford, or are we going directly to 014?
I say we go directly to 014.
Cool.
Yeah, we can do that. We can go directly to 014. And that means we'll have to refuel at Q14.
Yeah.
Right. It's as quiet as the grave in this empty subsector. There's just, a dim red dwarf with a slightly hot gas giant next to it as you guys proceed to, just refuel in its Corona. Just watching this corner like dull glow. Nothing else to report. This would be a week. How does your life support last? Because I assume you did a check on. Hold on. So I assume before we were doing this jump here, you did a check for life support and maintenance and all that cycles, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So our next maintenance cycle is until 141. But when that rolls around, we have to re-up. Part of the running cost is life support, which is currently 31,600 credits.
You're here. You're already. You just went past that date through jump space. Because we jumped in 136 plus 7 means we are ending up at day 142. Right?
Okay.
Am I doing my math right? 143. 143 here.
I think you are right. All right.
So day 143, we jump out, to the red giant, and so we would be on a maintenance thing, which.
Yep. So this maintenance cycle is 215,000 change. So we are now negative 733,000.
No, you're not yet, because maintenance requires you to be at a starport.
So that is what we will pay when we get to the starport.
Yeah. So you are now flying without the standard checks of jumping after jumping and stuff like that, which I think there is some rules for that. I believe there is some sort of like -1 for your jump for like a subsequent missing period.
Yeah. For each 1 month that you're behind maintenance, it's -1.
Yeah.
So we'll have that for like if we're jumping from right here, so we go one more jump.
So you're gonna be going to Q14, S13, and then Bradley at S12.
So there'll be another maintenance period that passed Starport.
1 week, 2 weeks. No, there won't.
Oh, no, yeah. No, there won't.
Yeah. You'll be basically you're yeah. Oh yeah. It'd be really close, but
it's gonna be really close. Yeah.
So that's why I was asking in Hargrave if you wanted to do the maintenance cycles. If you did the maintenance cycle right before you left, this jump should take about 4 weeks, which is your maintenance cycle. So like you should be able to make that jump, without the malice.
I think that we were right. We have 2 weeks where we were there. Just
that's kind of why that's why I was asking.
We know we're making this big trip. We do everything we could to prep.
Yeah, I've been just paying the running costs on the dot. Yeah. Assuming that we're kind of abstracting exactly when we do the that part of it.
Got it.
But if you want me to be more detailed, I can do that. The mortgage payments, the salaries, all of that stuff, the birthing costs. I've considered pretty abstract as when they get paid. But something like you're saying, something like life support.
Yeah. See, I get the reason for like abstracting it and kind of like annuitizing it in a way of just like, hey, this is how much it costs every 4 weeks or whatever like that. But like, I think there's something about Traveler, and this is just me, don't know enough about it, but like I think there's something about Traveler where like liquidity and the idea of stuff being available for you actually matters rather than like the predictable cycles, right? Like being the idea that you can't pay, you have to maybe forego paying your crew because you have this cargo that hasn't got sold this week is kind of, I think, maybe like a thing, right?
Oh, well, that's already the case. I track salaries according to our actual liquidity. Okay. So if it's in the ship console, essentially, the running costs I update, but I can put in the notes, for example, I've deferred 5,000 that would be paid to Hamilton. I've deferred 15,000 that would be paid to Dr. Mofta, 18,000 that would be paid to me, because we literally don't have the money for it. Whereas the mortgage, we will be paying that when we hit Bradley, and hence we'll be paying it after we get paid from our passengers. So we will have the money in the bank for it.
Right. Okay.
The berthing costs were 2,000. I had to pay that out of pocket.
Yeah. You do have to pay those things. Like when you land at a port, you pay the berthing costs.
Yeah,
I see what you're saying. Okay. Well, the point being here is that like, cool. Then let's just say that you reviewed this plan with the TS people. You're smarter. Like you as characters are smarter than us as players knowing the rules. So whatever is optimal for us, you would probably have picked. Right, so I'm fine with waiving that part. So we don't have to worry about the maintenance cycle malice here while we're jumping, but just something to remember next time. Okay.
I think we should remember it for if we do trips that are going to be more than one maintenance cycle long, because that means that there's no way we would be able to be import or something for a maintenance cycle.
For sure. Okay, great. So we're jumping out of there. So we're gonna spend a day. Are we refueling or anything like that, or are we just going directly here to jumping?
So if so this is our second jump. We jumped from.
No, this is the first. This is Hargrave to empty space Q. Q was that Q13? Oh, sorry, it's 014. It's 014. You're going from 014 to Q14. So I said the wrong one. Yeah. Now we're going to the Roll20 map. All
right, so we'll need to review. We'll need to refuel in Q14 then.
Let's do that.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Inshallah. So you arrive on 143 and you jump at the 014. You jump. You spend a week in space. So we're going to be arriving at 150. Encounter. I'll do a quick encounter check. Nope, you're okay. Nothing in the dead space here, other than the binary system and the several gas giants that are like frozen. Yeah. Let's see. Your passengers, nothing super like eager or like, there's no like anyone going stir crazy or anything like this. But yeah. Let's see. While you're refueling, let's see. Would there be so far like your sensors and everything says everything's nominal, but are you the type of crew that would want to be prudent and send out like the little drones around your ship to get a full systems check, like visual inspection, EVA, with the drones kind of situation while we're waiting, or do you think that you trust the sensors and we should go?
Probably all right. We don't have any issues that would cause problems, right?
No.
So we need to refuel.
It's just that your ship has bad sensors and bad thrusters, but it's fine.
Yeah, I mean, other than those things, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. Let's see. Here.
Right. So in the world, like you're there when you jump out of space. We're going to be refueling at one of those gas giants, and then you're going to be plotting the next astrogation and jumps and divert, all that kind of stuff to do the next jump. Right. So like,
yeah,
I'm just saying like because you're not under pressure, I don't think you need to roll like the specific checks here to do these jumps, which is why like the malices of your engines and things don't matter anyways. Okay.
Okay. So we do that.
Yeah.
We do need to refuel though.
Yeah.
That is going to be.
So we're jumping
that's a difficult pilot.
Yeah. You're right. 11. Brilliant. Okay. So it doesn't cost you a day.
Yeah.
So you save yourself the day. So that means we're leaving on 150 as well with 20 things of fuel. No, is it 40? You get the full. You get the full
40. It costs 20 per. We get
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. So let's just say you can refuel the whole 40 with a pilot's jump. Cool. Pilot skill of 11. Okay. I think there's like a rate in the book. Or
yeah, it really like the basic roll is just 10. It takes 1d hours. And then Traveler Companion has rules for how deep you go into the gas giant.
People have stirred me away from the Traveler Companion rules. They're like, don't do the.
It looks pretty harsh.
Yeah, they're like, this is it's almost punitive.
Yeah, it's pretty harsh.
Something I'm kind of appreciating about this is like, there's enough crunch here. Something I often think about is like, how does a game make running a starship interesting and collaborative? Because some systems just like treat the ship like a single PC. It's like, okay, then there's really only one person controlling it, If one person can run a PC sheet, then one person can run a ship sheet.
Yeah.
Traveler seems to have enough going on where I genuinely haven't been able to internalize all of the ship running rules. And so I focused on like what the stuff that I like is kind of my character's responsibility.
Yeah.
And so I've very much ceded a lot of like the piloting stuff to Jim because that's not what my character does.
Yeah.
So there you go. And it feels a lot more like the collaborative act of running a ship than a lot of systems.
It's like, okay, all right, we've got like if we had all the roles filled, you could easily see how there's enough for everybody to do.
Exactly.
And I had a proper steward. Yeah.
And I think having more PCs, we would get more of that flavor of like, okay, like you're the engineer guy, so you're the one who tells us about life support and maintenance cycles and stuff. I'm the numbers guy, so I've reduced those things to like my spreadsheet.
Yeah. That's so sick. All right. Yeah.
Nice.
I'm not seeing how much you can scoop. It's probably under fuel scoopers or something like that in the construction. So that's why I'm not seeing it for how much you can gain. But it doesn't matter. I'm just saying you can leave on the same day. That's the benefit of the roll, of passing the roll.
Yeah, the refuel section of spacecraft operations doesn't say how much you get. It just says it typically takes 1d hours to refuel a ship.
Right, which is why I'm pretty sure that's like spacecraft construction with a fuel scoop can tell you how much you can gain.
Okay.
Or like how fast you can process the fuel, because you also have processors.
Yeah,
here we go.
We have to
Oh yeah, here you go.
Oh, so it's going to take 2 days.
No.
Each ton of fuel processor can convert 20 tons of unrefined fuel per day.
Right. So you can scoop 40 tons. You can process 20 in one day, jump, and then process the other 20 later.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Can you process fuel in jump space? I assume you can.
One assumes.
Okay,
How?
So that's but the important part here is that it will take a day, because unless you want to jump with unprocessed fuel.
No.
Right. Then then basically you're saying I will spend a day. I will not warrant any kind of safety issues. That I won't even risk a roll. Right. And so you just kind of just take the normal roll here. So we're going to jump.
We're not under any pressure. Like we're not running out of water or anything.
Yeah, that's the other thing. I wanted to double check to see, like, if you don't go through maintenance periods, like, do you how does life support last, and like how do you have enough food, for the trip? Like, how does that work?
Yeah,
like, do you have
I don't know.
rations?
The maintenance stuff has very little to say about it.
Right, because I think it assumes you're going to be at starports eventually.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what the rules have to say, but I understand it as ice is pretty common.
Yeah.
we could spend some time scanning for asteroids, or I don't know.
Right, ice is fine.
Who knows if any of these gas giants have any moons or something to look at? But so that would cover water. But shit, we're getting some of it from our fuel, right? We're processing hydrogen.
Yeah.
I'll say the oxygen part of life support is very generous, where even if we lose power, each sealed part of the spacecraft can sustain one person per stateroom for 1 month comfortably, or 6 months at a stretch. So the game doesn't want you to suffocate.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So you're no problems here then, is what it sounds like. And because you planned for this mission, I assume there's enough food, because that's not an oversight you would make.
Right. Yeah.
Listen, there's plenty of oversights you could make, but a Donner Party situation in space is probably not what you're gonna.
Yeah.
I don't think that's.
Yeah, we're more likely to run out of fuel and get damaged while trying to refuel than anything else.
Yeah.
Although we're not eating well, right? We're eating protein gruel or something.
Can you give me a steward? Someone give me a steward check for a general morale of the ship at this point? And because that might be fun to
You go. Each stateroom on the ship costs 1,000 credits every maintenance period. This cost covers supplies for the life support system as well as food and water.
Right.
So if we pay our life support costs, then that's also paying for
food for the month. Right. Okay. So that would effectively. Okay. Cool. Right. And we already agreed that you have whatever position you want. You have the optimal position of maintenance of life support for this trip. So it makes sense to me. So the month trip, everything's budgeted and allocated. Great. Cool.
Still want a steward role?
I do though, because we were halfway through the journey.
Yeah.
This is a long time to be with the same people on a ship. You're a crew, but the rest of them, the passengers and stuff, they know. And sorry, what is the Hamilton Barca signature steward thing? Is it is it a meal? Is it a song? Is it a game? What is it? Is it a tour? What do you think your way of touch? Yeah, what is your personal touch?
Personal touch.
Yeah.
You got the gaming table, for a reason. For part of this. The way I think about it is it involves as little face-to-face contact as possible. So there's a lot of tracking needs, usage of the vital resources on the ship to make sure everything's balanced out. I think maybe at best Hamilton makes himself available if one of the passengers wants to talk. But I don't think he's a very proactive steward. This is something he learned when he was first starting out. So he's trying to remember from 30 years ago or whatever.
All right.
So yeah.
Okay. With a
if we're
6,
going to become a passenger liner, we need a proper steward.
Yeah. Cool. All right.
Dr. Mafta is the one who has like Buku steward, right?
No.
Does she?
She doesn't have steward.
She doesn't have steward. Oh yeah, she's just our medical. Okay.
Yeah.
Shit.
Okay. I think with a steward roll of 6, I think I see that in my head as a limited success. I think there needs to be something else or limited effect where like I feel like there's something else that needs to get done to just make sure crew and everybody still give you a good, or the passengers give you a good rating at the end here. So this could be some kind of form of carouse. This could be some kind of form of persuade. I mean, you could probably, like, if you wanted to, I could definitely see some kind of like bonding thing over like career or whatever you can, or profession. Like, I think another type of skill roll is necessary to bond with people. And I'm kind of leave it open to you because it's kind of open ended. I don't know what passenger it is who's like asking you these questions. So like, but we can assume they can kind of line up for the thing you're asking for. But I really just want this to be more like, what is your, like what is it? So your personal touch is to not be personal. And I'm saying with his limited success is that that's not going to be enough. Somebody comes find you with a question, but it's a question in your wheelhouse. So tell me what it is. Tell me what do you think this looks like, Jim?
So I think for
could be someone curious about your engine.
Scott. Yeah, it's like if somebody's, I don't know, let's say what's taking so long, or why is it that we're not just like back in jump space? But I think that might be where Hamilton takes me. Like, it actually takes a lot of work to keep a spaceship running out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, we are refining the fuel. Yeah,
right. Yeah, so it's like, and I do think like giving them a bit of a taste of what it's like to operate the ship.
Yeah,
and
dude.
Maybe they will appreciate that we're running on a skeleton. Right.
So like
that's the angle he's going for.
Like engineer social or something like that to like describe or maybe education. Yeah. Either one to try to explain. I think it may be social to convince this person. Yeah. Right, because like, listen, like look at that tank. Like, we can't jump until that tank's half full. Unless you want to be a fireball.
If we tried to jump with liquefied fuel, we risk turning ourselves inside out. That kind of shit.
Yeah. So we can wait the day. Right.
Yeah. So like, if you need emergency flavor packets.
Yeah.
For the.
Oh yeah, dude. 11. Nice.
There we go.
Yeah, and you give them a little stash of pretzels. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
All right, they leave satisfied with the knowledge of the engines and how the fuel refinement works. Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Are we ready? My notes were day 151, so we're ready to jump here.
Yep.
Cool. We jump into jump space. Here's a question for you all. World building question about jump space. The way jump space definitely works in the game, like as fictional, is that it makes a pocket of real space around your ship and kind of like just stretches space around you. Now, how it, in like their games like Mothership or in other games and that kind of like horror thing is like all the windows must be closed because you cannot like look at jump space because it's like it hurts your brain and that kind of stuff, right? In Demerara and stuff like that, the ship's crew they take drugs that let them operate at kind of normal time rather than everyone else who takes kind of like these slower drugs so that the trips feel faster. But that also like does things to their brain looking at space while they're going through. Does this game have like a weird effect of like jumping and like longiness through space and stuff like that, or do we think it's kind of just routine?
I thought the idea of it being unsettling if you're not used to it. Have you watched The Foundation on Apple TV? Like, they have a similar. It's like everybody has to be put to sleep when they have their jumps. Yeah, and then it's one episode, like one of the characters is awake while it's happening, and it's like it's just like looks weird and psychedelic, and
right.
is just vaguely unsettling. But like the crew of the ships are fine. They don't go to sleep during jumps.
Yeah,
got it. Okay.
I want to kind of add on to it that maybe there's a very practical element of it. Like you're not supposed to look directly at an eclipse,
Yeah.
Right.
And so there are practical concerns that, like, you can look out into jump space, but you put the baffles down just so no one's eyes get fucked up if they see the wrong, like, some flare.
Right.
But
right.
then, to add on to that,
so it's myths.
I imagine there's also, like, certain maybe esoteric kind of superstitions and traditions that have sprung up of, like, like staring into a fire.
Yeah.
Getting oracular visions. I think there's like the Spacers version of that, where like if you're having horrible luck with your jumps so far, maybe keep the baffles open and like stare out into the void,
Sure. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So the landlubbers think that it's a haunted psycho nonsense ghost fest, right? But to then the practical people, like, to the spacer, okay, great. So it's like
because I've always liked in real life the bizarre mix of in Mariners, like very real, practical, grounded, sensible stuff, and then there's just one or two things where it's just absolutely insane superstitions because they have to coexist like that. It's like the landlubber's like, oh, I heard like it's if you look out into jump space, like spirits of lost spacers will get in your soul. It's like, no, it might injure your eyes. Like you just the only time you open your baffles is if you're having bad luck. Like obviously.
Clearly.
Because then it lets you see better for the jump. Yeah. The engines will work better, But
yeah, it's not ghost. That'd be ridiculous.
No, it's engine problem.
Your eyes or for good luck.
Exactly. Okay. All right. We're 100% in sync here. That's so sick. Okay. Cool. So we will exit jump space at R13. No. What's that? S13? S13. And
S13,
S13. Encounter checks. Clear. You're in the empty space here.
Yep. Next jumps to Bradley.
Yeah, everyone's excited.
Yeah.
The next, you're gonna go through one more week of space, and then your civilization.
And we'll be at 165.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. We'll be days away from another maintenance cycle.
Yeah. Literally.
I mean, that's good because it means we can, if we get these passengers off board, we're saving ourselves 1,600 in.
Awesome.
Wait, what? Yeah. Wait. 10. Oh, yeah. No, we're saving ourselves 10,600 in costs.
Very good. Get them out of here.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't see any reason why we can't just hit the jump. We have refueled the other bits from Q14, so we can do the jump here to Bradley.
Yep.
All right. We are in Bradley. Now there might be a chance for actual ships. Ooh, indeed. Okay. That would be a liner. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have a ship in order. Nice. It is the Bonnie Sweetheart, a subsidized passenger liner. Led by Captain Devin Horowitz. Day one. What day was this? 180 or
165.
165.
Nice.
Cool.
Off passengers for the festival.
Yeah, they're stationed at port. Like they're used. So Bradley, we described it as sort of like kind of a deserted, a desert world, not deserted, far from it. But it has a strong Navy presence. So this is like the Armour Belt navies. But then furthermore, it has a strong high port for Bradley port here. Yep, this one's just called the clever name of Bradley Port.
Okay. Sweet. Yeah, on the planet code, the starship or the spaceport is the last one before the dash, right?
No, it's the first one. It's the first. It's the letter. It's the very first thing. The dash is the tech level. So the final thing is the tech level, and to the left of the dash is the law level.
Gotcha.
So Bradley's like a little like mercurial looking moon. Like it's very small.
Mm-hmm. This is another one of those planets that has a pretty good starport, despite the rest of the planet being kind of garbage.
Yeah. It's almost entirely dominated by the Navy.
Yeah. Size 2.
Yeah.
This is a small planet. 0 hydroponics. Population's 4, so it's somewhat average. But government 9, law 9, tech 9. Yeah, it really is dominated by that naval base.
Yeah, it's basically what do you call it? A indentured naval colony, effectively. like everyone has to work for the Navy port here.
Oof.
The Armour Belt in general has a very like Martian expanse kind of sense to their culture. Now they're all a little different, but there is very much a sense of like the individualism is not necessarily the greatest gift in the world together. Now
and there's a religious festival coming up.
Yeah. Well, the religious festivals would just be specifically Religion Day for the imperial holiday, which is where like they celebrate their own religions.
Gotcha.
Which basically would be like their Christmas, Hanukkah, everything rolled into one.
Yeah. Gonna wrap up. Cool.
Let's see. Yeah, what else is at Bradley? Yeah, they just have the naval base. There's no scouts or TAS or anything here.
Okay.
Do you need so we're gonna dock at Bradley Port, right?
Yep. Right.
Okay, let me look at my procedure notes. Okay, so we set course. The ship encounter was the subliner Bonnie Sweetheart. They just they wave and say hello and all that kind of, while they're docked in port. You achieve orbit. You proceed to the starport. We unload mail, which we don't have. We unload passengers and we unload cargo. And conclude the low lottery. So we're not doing the low lottery, but we do get to unload our passengers. Once we finish unloading our passengers and getting paid, we then the next step for the procedure is refit and maintenance, which was refuel and renew ship life support. Which makes sense because your ship, it's not dusty in space, right? But it certainly has been. It's got the little bit of this tangy little singy bits. It needs kind of from going through jump. Yeah, I imagine it kind of makes it have a little bit of that sense of like when you draw the flamethrowers and stuff on like for 40K minis and stuff, and you have to put a little bit of like that blue on the metal that makes it have that like heat singe. You know what I'm talking about? Like it has that debris. I imagine like the line of your ship has a little bit of that on the edges, right, from jumping. Because you've done how many jumps between
micro
before
micro
cleaning?
Impacts and shit.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, you've done like 5 jumps without any cleaning, which is like a long. That's like literally like 5 times more than you've really ever gone in the ship.
Yeah.
So yeah, yeah, and you've been like dumping junk into jump space, like your toilet ballast and stuff. So yeah,
just
for sure.
It out of there.
Okay, cool. We can do commodities if you want. Ship business as well. Berthing costs, any sort of payments, maintenance.
Yeah.
Salaries.
So, here's the good news is, when we offload the passengers to Bradley, we go from being in the hole about 750 thou to only being in the hole 16 thou.
Okay.
Huge.
Yeah.
Bad news. That's before in 4 days we have another running cost of around 200 thou.
Yeah. So we need to take on. We need to load up again.
Yeah, we need liquidity because we are going to be facing berthing costs at 1,000 a week because this is a B-class spaceport. No one got paid salary. This is the first time that Finn Fuji has not been paid. You're not getting paid. No one's getting paid. We need at least, I think, 2,000 credits to make berthing costs. Now, if we can unload our cargo, that'll give us some breathing room.
Yeah. Let's see if we can. If there's a buyer here.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it isn't a trade good for this planet, which means that there's no guarantee, right? It has having nothing to do with quantity, having nothing to do with other modifiers. It's just totally random whether or not there's a buyer for this. And that's a whole procedure.
Is it a common good?
Textiles? No.
Textiles aren't common? Oh. Bummer. Okay.
Yeah. No, presumably it's because these are like specialty textiles. This is less like some wool and more like, oh, this is a fabric used for like sailing ships, it's a special thing.
Okay.
But there's a procedure for that I leave to Eric because I don't remember it.
Right.
To check whether or not something is there, despite it not. Like, I think you're supposed to randomly generate, like, a planet absolutely has its trade code goods.
Yeah.
But then there's often some random ones, and that's a month by month thing. I actually am seeing a lot of where Stars Without Number got some of its procedures, like Merchants of Gold source book very much has something similar.
Mm-hmm.
Love Kevin Crawford, but it turns out a lot of his stuff was just simplifying.
Yeah, well, it probably was running Traveler to being like, I can do this better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To find the Traveler tools. Maybe it's not Traveler tools because that page gives me an error 403. This one. Yes.
Determined goods available, page 242.
Yeah, I have to put in the world code 1 second, and then it should be able to give me.
Here we go. A supplier will have all common goods available, the trade goods that match the world's trade codes, and a quantity of randomly determined goods equal to the population code. In this case, population of 2, so 4.
Yeah, Bradley's pop is 4.
Roll on the trade goods table to randomly determine the goods available, re-rolling illegal shit.
Yes.
And if you roll the same type multiple times, it just means they have or want extra of those.
Okay. Well, good news for us. I found an old website tool that can generate trade goods for a world using Mongoose 2nd. So thank you, random website. So I have the list of goods available.
All right.
Do we have to still spend the week or D6 days finding a broker for all this stuff, right? Or no?
Yes, which is why we need at least 1,000 to make it to pay our berthing costs. Well, I guess we can go into debt. like they just won't let us take off without paying the birthing costs.
Yeah. So here's so we're rolling a 1. So you got a 1 day. So it doesn't take long. It takes 1 day to find somebody.
I got it. All right. I will roll the check to see if we get a broker. Admin. Oh no, that's only for an online broker.
You're not brokering yourself, right?
Yes. The linguistic ambiguity again. Someone rolls a capital B broker skill check.
Yes.
To find a lowercase b broker that is a person who is facilitating the transaction.
Yeah, we need to make a.
So actually, you're the one who makes the broker because I don't have that skill.
Yeah,
that is a oversight that I will be trying to fix. Because I would like to be the broker guy.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Do we get any messages or anything? Any DMs?
No. It is. Yeah, for this planet, there's a +0 bonus. We just need 8 or high. Holy shit.
Wow. Okay.
Okay, yeah. Never mind. I'm not going to be the broker. You're our broker now.
You boxcard it. You literally boxcard it.
Yeah.
Damn.
So you get your broker skill plus any purchase DM from the column.
Sorry. Bradley is a +4. Bradley is a +4 bonus, so that's a 19 total.
Yeah, I see
so
that.
We definitely find someone.
Yeah. Minus
but now it
skill. Okay. So basically, almost everything here is available to you. Okay.
So
how do I?
Now we just need to. Eric rolls 4 times for random goods, and we hope that textiles is one of them. Otherwise, we can't offload it.
It's D66 tables. So I roll 4. How should I do it? I'll just roll 2d6 4 times. 1, 2, 3. I rolled the same thing twice. I don't know what that means.
It means that there's 2 times as much available, or that they want. And let's see where textiles shows.
Yeah. Where is textiles?
Textiles is a 5-2 is what we want. Anything else we kind of don't care about.
Nope.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. Tragically, can't offload these. Okay.
Hold on. Stop. So, the website that I have does have desired goods with sale DMs on here. So I don't know if that's relevant.
That's got to be from a different source book, because I'm just going off of page 242 and 240.
Selling goods work like purchasing goods with the following. A traveler must find a buyer instead of supplier. Right. So you rolled to find a buyer. When selling goods, you add the DM.
It just reverses the procedure of like what's the plus, what's the minus.
Right, but this determined but we had to roll whether or not they wanted textiles at all. Is like what we were deciding, and the 46 says they don't want textiles.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
It means doesn't matter if that we can find someone facilitating a transaction. There's simply no economic demand for Hargrave textile. No, these aren't Hargrave. These are some textiles. Crawford textiles. Yeah, that's the problem. They're like, oh, you got Hargrave textiles?
Your Hargrave ship? What are you doing carrying?
They're Crawford textiles. Sorry.
God damn.
Okay. Well.
That's all right. So it means that we gotta do some gig work to make these birthing fees.
So how much are the birthing and refueling costs?
They are
$1,000 for birthing.
They're uniform based on the prices cost based on the starport quality.
Yep. So Class A is 4,000 per week. Class B is 1,000 per week. C 400 and D 40.
Gotcha.
Okay. A Class D berthing cost is like, why are we even paying this? What's 40 credits get me? Right. This is a ship worth millions of credits.
I make the joke, man, but it's literally an open field with the stick with the windsock, and you're paying for the windsock.
You're paying for the windsock.
So he's got like a pump well that
someone keeps stealing it.
That's force with.
Yeah, exactly. You're refilling. Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah, it's just like it's a it's a mule walking around with a well. Yeah, your water.
It's a complimentary cleaning service, and for 40 credits, they won't clean it.
Yeah,
because of how radioactive the water is.
Yeah, they're paying you to not.
All right.
Okay, but Bradley is pretty tight. Again, very naval oriented.
Okay.
All right, to do good work.
1,000 for that.
Mm-hmm. We want to do some gig work here, right?
Yeah, we gotta make some bones real quick before we can take off.
You're in a different section of space, so with no context down here. So, what are we gonna do to get you a job? The obvious things to help you would be to get you started is there's no TAS. There's still going to be rich people around, but there's not going to be like the standard TAS watering hole. I don't. You did just have a bunch of passengers. You might want to be able to follow up on some of them. It might give you a lead, but other than that, like, tell me what you want to do to get familiar. Because I'm thinking about this in terms of like citizen sleeper logic, where like there's like a progress clock of like, am I familiar with this world enough to get access to like the bar where the patron is? Right.
Yeah.
So what am I? What do you do to learn the ins and outs of this world, this port, and this society to become trusted enough with a job?
I'm going to try and tug one of my backstory things that we established as
Goodfellows.
And what's that?
The Goodfellows?
Yeah, the chess club.
Yeah, the Lodge of the Goodfellows. Okay, tell us about it.
So, and I'm gonna real quick bring up my notes because it's been a while since we talked about this. There we go. So Lodge of the Goodfellows, it was like a lodge fraternity club that I got into during the Naval Academy. It is you membership is denoted with a little pinky ring with a satyr sitting on a globe. It was originally started as like, I think, a drama kind of thing where they supported a local like theater, and it just kind of over the decades got big enough where it kind of does, it's kind of everywhere, and it is its own thing now. Ashraf was in the fencing club, and that's how he kind of got into the lodge, and now his only connection to the club has been like correspondence chess.
Right.
You know, that's basically it. And he's gonna put the word out, be like, hey, anyone interested in a chess match on the planet Bradley? Like,
and get any hits.
Yeah.
Yep.
Jim, are you going to do anything in parallel for Hamilton?
I think other than just patrolling the usual places, like this is a big spaceport. It's got a strong naval presence. Surely there's someone out there looking for just hired help for something. Are we looking for people?
Yeah, if you're looking for
think about it, like, are we? Can we pick up passenger thing? Like, can we pick up passengers? Anybody going to the Humvee, or even any of the stops between Stryker or Abrams?
Yeah, you can definitely look for passengers, and you could also definitely make some work.
I think that's.
You could find some work that could help cover the bills, which would basically be like the profession skill. I could look under how much you can make with that. Doesn't have to be that skill per se, but I would use that as the going rate. And the answer is probably like you're looking at maybe making a couple hundred credits if you're lucky.
Okay, yeah.
So I don't know if that's good. Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't seem worth it because like we're looking at a minimum of 3,000. Like if we buy unrefined fuel and refine it ourselves and pay the berthing costs, that's 1,000. Yeah.
I don't think we need to buy fuel because we can scoop it on our way out of system. You know,
you're gonna scoop that. Okay, so that's only 1,000 then.
Let me treat the world like a dungeon for a second. Let me do a reaction roll to you being here because you're not from here. An 8. You're more or less not perceived. So yeah, you can go to the gas giant just fine. There's no issue.
Okay.
Sorry, the amount of money raised is 250 credits times the effect of the check per month. So yeah, you'll be working for a month. So maybe not great.
Yeah, that's he's not looking to do that.
There's no way to make that math work.
Yeah, I think we'll just look for passengers. Hamilton will. If we need to pay liquid, like I've got some liquid cash. The times I have been able to get paid.
Yeah, I have 300 credits to my name, so like if I could contribute that towards berthing costs.
Yeah.
I can cover our berthing costs. So I think we should get passengers.
All right, now let's just focus on passengers then. Because if we can just get to Humvee with a full set of passengers, we will be in the green. We'll finally have some liquidity.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Let's do this. For passengers, are you gonna do broker, carouse, or streetwise?
I'll do carouse. 7.
Okay.
So 7. The source modifier is 4. The destination modifier, I've now corrected to now include the parsecs jumped, is only 1. Okay. So you roll 2d6 plus all them modifiers, and it should give us the...
So 2d6 plus 1, it sounds like, right? The net?
Hold on. So it'd be 8 minus C11 is 1, 5, 6 plus 6.
Plus 6. Wow, nice. 16. Okay. That's 6 dice of passengers. You're going to be full. Like minimum, I think you have 6 staterooms. Like the minimum roll would be full.
Yeah, so 7 dice elope. Yeah, so we can fill up on both.
Yeah, that 10.
All right.
We can even take low berth if we want.
Yeah, you can definitely fill up low berths. Yeah, for 12 as well.
Okay, so...
Yeah. So, we can get passengers.
Yeah.
But we still need to pay our...
It's not going to offset. God damn. We're not going to climb into the red. Or into the black, rather.
Even with passengers?
Even with the passengers, because it's going to take about a month basically we're just offsetting running costs. Like we need to make a decent profit on some cargo to climbing out of the dead hole, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Which means we have to go back to the gig stuff, right? And figure out the gigs. So the first one was the Brotherhood and reaching out to the Brotherhood, right? And the other one was going to be, I guess we're going to do, was just this task of doing passengers. So no task there. In my head, I see this as basically like a 4 o'clock, and we can kind of almost do this in the sense of a task chain where like, if you succeed with an effect of additional successes, adds one more check to the clock here. So like so in other words, I have a patron / task in mind for you, but I wanted us to work to get it. And so I think let's start with the correspondence to the Brotherhood and see how this goes. Is this an advocate role? Is this a carouse role? Is this a etiquette role, or a diplomat role? Like how does this reach out letter get to people, Ashraf?
It's a good question. Let me bring up the skills.
Totally.
Diplomat, negotiating deals, establishing peaceful contact. Yeah, I think because we are total unknowns, diplomat makes sense because, like,
yeah.
But I'm not leaning on charm here. I'm like, yeah, and also diplomat. I am good at that. Yeah, diplomat. So this is a more formal letter. This isn't just a casual thing. I am leaning on my Lodge of Good Fellows contacts, but it is a kind of formal inquiry, I guess.
Yeah.
Nice. 10.
Okay. I think it would make sense to me. You send this letter out. Now, there's a chance this would have taken some time, but I think with a 10, you would have been okay. Like the idea that, X-boat travel and stuff like that would have meant you might have had to wait. But I think it might have something to do with the Bonnie Sweetheart. And maybe there's like an engineer on the Bonnie Sweetheart or something like this who's a member who might have a job for you. So like you meet with them. So we spend the day, you meet with them and they'll tell you that you need to go meet with, like, listen, I've heard that, yeah, they're apparently the docks can get swamped with shuttle traffic right now. The Navy are doing some fire exercise or something on the planet. So like you might have to go talk to the Navy. Listen, this is the guy you're supposed to talk to, right? And see if that can help you out, right? So this is progress on the clock. So now we gotta take it home. So tell me, okay, so I need a name for the guy from the Navy. Let's go with Keenan Victor. Okay. So you gotta go talk to what would be captain, naval seaman. I don't know my naval ranks, but someone who would be some kind of logistics officer, midshipman. I don't know.
I think if they're a logistics officer, they're a sub-lieutenant at least, right?
Yeah.
They're not enlisted.
Oh yeah, no, there'd be an officer.
So ensign, sub-lieutenant, something in there.
Okay, so you need to, and okay, so I think where this goes is that the lad on the Bonnie Sweetheart, they're not okay. So they don't have a good in with Keenan Victor here. But the sub-lieutenant Keenan Victor. But they do give you the name, so you're gonna have to do the work to get another introduction, right? And this this is gonna represent, again, you tracking down the leads, trying to get a hold of them, whether or not they answer their phone versus, how desperate you are.
This is still on me, or is this jump at the gym?
No, I think this is on you. Let's jump to Jim. Let's jump to Jim here for a second, because that's like your progress for this step. So Jim, after we got in the passengers, what are you gonna do? What are you doing to drum up work here? Are you just looking for kind of the menial tasks, like you were saying, like kind of get the odd job stuff around the port and see where that leads?
Yeah, I mean, something that's gonna make the pay worth it, not shit jobs, but does no one need, does no one need a ship's crew for something? He just wants to see what's available, I think, and if something comes up that's worth it, make note of it. So he's had some luck at the spacer bars. That's been in the past.
I was gonna say spacer bars. I think that might be steward. Okay. Effectively, maybe not social, but maybe like education or like your class. Like I see education almost as like your ability to work with your own class. So it might be stewards.
Wouldn't that be
social?
Social, right? Because what's the
one? Yeah, never mind. Yeah, you're right. It'd be social. You're right.
Yeah. So because social is literally your social standing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So we'll see how he does. 9.
Okay. Well, I mean, the TNs here are 8, so succeeding with this sort of effect is worth 2. Is 1, and then Colin's one was worth 10. His 10 is worth 2. So you're doing okay here. Right. So so I guess what this looks like here is you're working behind you're working at the bar, and I think you probably started as a almost like a bouncer, but they needed help behind the bar, and while you're filling out, and everything there is fine and you can do this work just fine, but it's the end of the night doing the tallying and stuff like that. You help correct some guys mistally, or you show that you're better at the financing part and stuff like that. And oh, you really have a knack for this. Listen, I might know a guy here on port if you need an extra bit of money. I hear they're paying some good money here at the docks.
Yeah, I'll check it out.
Great.
What the works?
Yeah. Okay. But are you in the Navy? Have you served?
No.
He grits his smile and says, maybe not. Well, yeah, it would be tough.
I've been a spacer all my life, but not the Navy.
Yeah. Well, around here, they, service is citizenship, so they kind of but listen, they might be desperate.
Yep.
but they like people who do the work. So I can we'll see what they can do.
Yeah.
All right.
We'll see. We're just inquiring.
Yeah. Okay. So you want to inquire, and so I'm saying that you're going to be inquiring uphill because you're going to be fighting, not having this background. But we're going to see. But let's turn it over back to Ashraf and Ashraf's encounters with the Navy. With Keenan here, okay, and trying to get a hold of Keenan for this some kind of job.
Yeah. I actually want to try an investigate check. I want to find that detail of what's his favorite drink, right? What is some personal detail that's going to be help little zhuzh up the pitch.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh. Not my strong suit. Okay.
No. You're getting nowhere. I think you're not able to get any kind of heads or tails from this this lad.
And you know what?
Yeah.
I think Ashraf realizes after banging his head against the wall, it's like this guy serves on a ship. Why would he have that much detailed local knowledge? You know, like why would the locals know that much about him? Barking up the wrong tree.
Well, yeah, exactly. Okay. So the logistics officer, dead end. My in-game date is, so we arrived in this world at 165, right? And then we spend at least 1 day with these 2 checks, the diplomating and stewarding and stuff. 1 day getting the passengers. So we're at 167. Is that right? Okay.
Cool. Yeah. We got 2 days before the next maintenance period.
Yeah. All right. So I'm getting desperate for the money. Okay. All right. So the investigate's not going the way you want. Let's cut back to Hamilton. All right, Hamilton. Let's go talk to our doc friends here. How are you going to make introductions to the doc's, basically like the stevedore kind of office of the port? You know, knowing that you're, let's see, you know, they're looking for his type of person. They're profiling in a way that does not profile in favor of you. What are you going to do to stand out? Are you just going to grin it and really just convince them with force of will? Are you going to beg them to give them a chance? Or like, what are you going to, tell them that it's not about the resume, but the contents of one's character? Like, what are you going to, what does this look like?
He kind of goes in, like, knows he's an outsider, knows he doesn't have the connections that you'd need, but he's going to rely on, like, we're solid, reliable, we're available, and hope that just, what you call it, like, we're here, we're able to do this, you know what I mean? Like, you don't have to go through another person, or like, the done, we can talk about it. I can go get on my ship. We can do it.
Right. Like you come, like you, I assume you got a letter of recommendation or introduction, right? From the bar that you were helping at, right? Okay. But yeah, you're basically, listen, like I am who I am. Cool. Great. I think then you have to argue for yourself to be taken this way. So this would be an advocate role.
Okay. All right, let's see. Okay.
You have to convince them to accept me on my merit, and my and the arguing case
is letting them know that, like, we do have a naval, like, honorable discharge, kind of like, our captain is Navy. I'm not. Like, will that help any?
Yeah. I think rather than okay. Here's my question for you then. Do you want me to roll the opposition for the argument? The helping gives you this favor. Do you want me to roll as for the difficulty? And I'll tell you that I'll be rolling with a +2. Do you want me to make this roll, or do you want to do a fixed obstacle against an 8? What do you think would be better for you? Whatever you think is better.
Fixed obstacle would be grades that'll give me some bonus. So I'm only rolling at a -1 at this point. So, like, I'll try that, I guess.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, it's like an opposed roll between.
Yeah. Basically, the front desk clerks and yourself. So my thought here is that piece of news will help you get in the door a little bit, and the way that gets in the door is whether this will be a flat test or like a versus, right? And whatever you think would be better.
Yeah.
So that's how that's getting colored. Do you?
Okay.
What do you? So you prefer versus? or flat?
Yeah, because let's do versus then, because like the dice could go in my favor or not.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Okay. All right. So you're saying, listen, I'm here, and I work on a ship that my captain was Navy. Like, I know what I'm talking about here. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you're throwing in
trying to make it themselves. We're eager and hungry for work.
Okay. 2. Okay. Cut to you on the street.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, Jesus.
No joy. Listen, you're gonna take me serious. My captain was Navy.
Here.
Yeah. No, they're like, get lost. You're not what I'm after.
You're lost.
Yeah. There's probably a pejorative for folks for like, you're in the country. Like they consider Umbral Heath, not refined. Right? So they're like, whatever, dude, just get out of here, you bunch of northerners kind of trying to come down here and take our jobs, you carpetbaggers. Like, get out of here. So, all right, back to Colin. Ashraf, tracking down Keenan Victor for this job.
Yeah. All right. I think I got to go back to what was working, which is just kind of formal diplomatic channels. I literally worked as a diplomat before this, so like I shouldn't fight my specialty, Just put together a good CV, dot all the I's, cross all the T's. Yeah, I think just a formal inquiry is got to be it. Reach out to them directly.
Okay.
Like, here's how I heard your name. Here's my bona fides. Here's the kind of links in the chain that brought me to you, so you know where I'm coming from.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, I gotta stop trying to be something I'm not. I ain't fucking Sherlock Holmes. I'm Bertie Wooster. Come on.
We are the 12 result. Speaks for itself. Okay. Introductions are made. So Keenan definitely needs help with the comings and goings of shuttles and local craft around the station. So you'd be willing to hire you because you are Navy, and come from good standing here. Do you have the admin?
I do. This is a liner, right?
No. So the liner,
the planet side guy.
Yeah. So the chain of command here is the line. You reached out to your Brotherhood connections, the Lodge of Goodfellows, right? The passenger liner engineer was a Brotherhood who had an inline with the Navy of the world.
Got it. Okay.
So you have been talking to the Navy guy of the world through the connection here. So you finally have gotten it in. So, and this role was
okay.
If you would have rolled Snake Eyes or as bad as Hamilton here, I would have been like, you're out of luck. What are you gonna do? Good news here is that a 12 definitely talks. So
nice.
Yes. Okay. Coincidentally, this is basically the similar type of job that if Hamilton was able to roll better, would have gotten close to it. Okay. The paperwork and comings and goings of these shuttles and longings for clerical skills is in super high demand right now for these naval exercises going onto the world. They need paperwork handlers, office clerks, entry specialists.
Yeah. All stuff I can do.
Yep. Willing to pay $500 a day.
Okay. I'll gladly do that. Yeah.
Cool. They got 6 days of work.
That's 3,000.
Cool. We just need an admin test to do this. Let's see, the number of spots available. I think it's only available to not. I'm not going to say the number of spots available. I'm going to say that there are enough spots for everyone to work here. However, they only hire people with a Navy background unless you can convince them otherwise. You have to vouch for them, right? Like on your honor as a Navy person, kind of stuff.
Yeah. I'll certainly vouch for Hamilton.
Yeah, cool. So that midshipman is logistical officer is vouching for you, and so now you're like it's like this affair of honor paperwork, like whole thing.
Yeah. Wasn't Finn Fuji? Wasn't he in the Navy, or was he just also just a spacer? Okay,
he was a spacer, merchant officer, merchant marine. Like, yeah, exactly. Finn would be happy to do it by sword duel. He'd be like, "Listen, my skills, I've been getting kind of, I haven't had a chance to use my sword recently."
No, good. Come on. No, this is paperwork. Paperwork.
Finn, they're all pricks here. Let me get in. I'll be able to help you out, no problem. Let me just do it. He doesn't have the admin skill.
I'm going to.
He just wants to prove these Navy dudes that he's worth his salt. That's all. Come on, man.
Ashraf is gonna definitely vouch for Hamilton, not just for the money, but also so Hamilton gets some practice filling out the fucking paperwork.
Yeah.
We're like 3 weeks behind, Barca.
Our favorite doctor has admin too.
Mm-hmm.
If she's able to help. But she would have to be persuaded in as well. But I think you can only vouch for one person. So,
yeah, I'll vouch for Hamilton.
Okay.
Even if he doesn't have admin, I know he has jack of all trades.
All right. Yeah. I won't use like the clanner, like they won't call you a surat, but like you're definitely like, okay, yeah, sure, you bring in the little munchkin guy to Goblin. Yeah. You bring the civvy in to help you out here. Your little homunculi. Go ahead. Like they don't, like I imagine like they just do not look fondly. Okay.
No, the other thing. All
right. Cool. So I just need admin roles. I think let's do this on a daily basis because that's what you're getting paid for. Okay. So,
day
one, you're good.
Let's see. So I do have an expert admin computer program that I can run to help me, which offsets my penalties.
Ah, ooh. Nice. Okay. Yeah.
So let's see how this goes. 9.
Okay. So each of you are making 1,000. So day 1, 1,000 credits.
Okay. We have to do it for every day.
Yeah, you got to get at least a 6.
Or just 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
The paperwork is as well as you're following. Everything seems to be like above board. There's just literally a lot of it.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see.
Yeah, I would like to think the overt like civvy stuff has something to do with maybe like this stuff requires like a security clearance kind of thing. Right, so it might be like coded in security clearance as a way to like keep people out. But okay. Day 2. Oh, okay. Oh, Ashraf. What happened?
Classic Colin rolling is what happened.
Ah. All right. If you fuck up again, you're off the job.
Okay. Okay, but now we're at 2,000.
1.
Yeah, third day.
No, it's Hamilton. 3. Oof.
All right, we both got 1 strike against us.
Yeah. It's the 5th day?
4th.
4th.
Yeah. Okay.
Brought it back.
All right. It's the tensest fucking $1,000 you've ever made in a campaign.
Yeah.
So you rolled like a 7, 9, 5, 7. Yeah, exactly. No, it goes in this vanilla one. You have a code system now. You got the color coded stickers.
Shit.
Yeah. This is the movie, man. This is Hidden Figures, like the movie.
Yeah.
Oh, a 6. Squeaking by for the 5th day.
All right, last day. All the pressure's off.
Yeah, just get it done. Send
Oh, shit.
Oh, dude. Oh, it's over. Okay.
All right, so we get 5 days of pay or 5.5?
No, you don't get the last day. I'm going to be rude and say that because you vouched for Hamilton, you're doing great, but you're getting pulled off the project as soon as Ashraf does.
Okay. You know what? That's 5,000 in liquidity.
I would say this happens unless you want to convince the guy to be like, nah, okay, listen, I messed up, or like, give me another chance. I would say, like, I'm cool with it ruling that's how it works, but also I'm saying that there's wiggle room if you want to, like, you know, play a role playing game. So like, if you think this is worth you know, zooming in on, I'm happy to do that too.
This was our last day, right?
Yeah,
it was our last day. So
let's finish the day. Come on. Yeah, or you know, let my civvy finish the day. He's doing good.
Yeah, if Hamilton wants Ashraf to make that argument, I'm fine with it. That's another 500
for contract. You know. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna lobby to roll leadership. Maybe let me just leadership.
Yeah, my instinct would be advocate because you got a debate here.
Oh yeah. Okay.
But I could, yeah.
I do have advocate. Yeah.
Technically, admin's also the rule for dealing with police harassment, which is I could see a case for.
Hilarious.
For this. But also, I think where you're going with leadership as well. You're basically this is a military kind of situation, and the idea here is that you are showing inspiration to make sure your comrades carry through as well. I like that as well.
Yeah. Interesting. Advocate is like public speaking. It's not persuasive speaking. Interestingly. I mean, it is persuasive speaking, but it's oratory, debate, and like it's this formal public kind of thing. Sure. So if I were like in front of a review board, that
advocate.
Would be that.
Okay. I see. Okay.
Leadership 7. God damn, my rolling is garbage. We knew that though.
Yeah, without giving a TN, you can kind of expect the TN's 8. Yeah. So no, not enough. You're off the job.
You're
nice try though.
Okay.
You got heart, kid, but my hands are tied. You know.
Selby. All right. We got 5,000
your docs per hour up. You got to bring your numbers up, you know.
Yeah. You're not closing. So Space Coffee is for closers. So you guys, you're out. You're pulled off on the last day.
Okay.
Do not expect to get any help from that contact again after that. He vouched for you.
Stuck my neck out for you guys.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, come on, getting pulled off on the last day of a job is not so bad.
Yeah. Like that's from like don't. If you really were desperate, you could still keep their name around, right?
Yeah.
But
okay, so we have the next week of birthing costs covered as well, and we have 4,000 to play with,
which is enough to take off.
It's just we won't be taking off with any debt, any actualized debt. We still have real debt.
Well, hold on. We just spent 6 days working, right? Did that tick over?
Yeah. So we got 2 days of work before the next running costs, which means that in that running cost is 1,000 of birthing costs, right? That's why I said we made 5,000, but we have 4,000 to play with.
Oh, okay, right. Okay, so it ticked over.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay.
We got our passengers. We can fuck off now, I think.
Yep.
Yeah.
I have day 173 then, if we started work on 167.
Yeah.
6 days later. Okay. Oh my God. Okay. That was like the tensest, small, high stakes, low stakes kind of situation. Is filing paperwork to make ends meet. Okay, cool. Then we'll probably call it there then. It's time.
Sounds good.
Traveler.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Fun times.
Cool.